All right, the first people we're bringing onto the stage again, we extract life and relationship lessons from trendy topics. It's none other than young Jeezy or Jeezy and estranged wife Jeannie Mai. Is getting nastier and nastier and nastier. The story. He filed for divorce not too long ago. I guess he was trying to beat her to the punch. But, you know, when people file for divorce, it's easy to point out who filed for divorce first. We do know that women 70% of the time initiate the most, 70% of the divorces, at least here in America, but it doesn't really matter. Bottom line is that relationship is already broken. I guess it matters as much as, you can use it as a talking point to say women are destroying families, but that's a lie. Obviously there's a lot that has happened before people get to the point of divorce, so that's a lame talk at best. All right, but yes, Jeezy vehemently denies Jeannie Mai abuse claims, provides photos and text messages. This is shout out to the Jasmine brand. All right, let me see who is here. Not too, how far are you there? Jeezy filed for divorce. But anyway, let me just read this caption real quick. Also, let me make sure, because I want you guys to make sure you go have a fantastic weekend. I don't want to draw this out for too long. All right, so this caption says the Jasmine brand exclusive reports new details surrounding the latest allegations between Jeannie Mai and her estranged husband Jeezy. Today, April 25, that's yesterday I guess, Jeannie Mai submitted court documents claiming that Jeezy had physically abused her. She specifically alleges that there was an incident in which Jeezy pushed her down the stairs. In the court documents, the TV host provides photos of her alleged injuries. This is too bad. Anyway, however, Jeezy vehemently denies this abuse allegations. The rapper and author says that's cap. He's saying that's cap. All right, let's keep going. He denies, says the specific incident that she is referring to is a complete lie. Court documents states that the injuries that Jeannie references are actually from a golf court accident. Below are photos and text that illustrate how the injury happened and the time frame in which it occurred. Jeezy also provided photos of the injuries that he allegedly suffered from the golf cart accident. So he's basically saying it's a complete blatant lie.
Stop the cap.
How many times have you told your partner you're a liar, you lied? Or how many times have your partner told you you're a liar, you lied? Well, some are blatant lies, some are just a matter of different experiences, right? For the most part, I think when people say you're a liar, it's just a matter of different experiences, and people like who's going to lead with listening, active listening. But sometimes it's just a blatant lie, in which case, well, sorry, you were married, you are at least married to a person that will blatantly lie just to destroy you because they're trying to have their way.
Sorry.
That happens too, but that's not majority of the cases. That's the loudest cases, okay? That doesn't mean it's majority of the cases. Below have photos and text that illustrate how the injury happened and the time frame in which it occurred. Jeezy also provided photos of the injuries. Okay, the text message indicates a date in June, months after the alleged incident. Some people are calling cap on Jeezy and say, well, there's discrepancies. All right, somebody said, glad he kept the receipts. Rico Love. All right, so when people are starting to keep receipts, it's already very bad. I'm not saying you shouldn't keep receipts. I'm just saying you should know that it's already very bad, and your life is probably in danger by that time. Please hit the like button as you're coming in. Thank you so much. Hit the like button. All right. Shout out to Marriott. Marriott, I see you. How far? Anyway, so let's see. These are some pictures, I guess. Let me make it bigger so you guys can see that. Some burn. Okay, now she's claiming this is a picture she put inside of court documents according to the Jasmine brand. You can see this says, babe, be done getting my hair cut in 45 to 50 minutes. Can Monaco stay up so I can tell her good night? And then she answers, yes, Papa, we miss you. Okay, let's keep going. There's some receipts. Hi, baby. Wait, let's see. Okay, so the green is Jeezy allegedly sending text back to the house, right? And then white is Jeannie Mai, right? Okay, hi, baby, we landed. No, he goes, babe. He said, hi, baby, we landed. Okay, and there's some photos of in a golf cart, I think, and some I don't know what that is, but anyway, that's a golf cart right there. Okay, some accident involving golf carts. Let's see. Okay, so now again, Jeannie is in white, right? Baby. Well, I would expect it's a woman that would say baby. Well, not necessarily, depends. Right? But anyway, I have a lot of dresses to wear this week. Okay, so she's definitely the one saying dresses. I hope so. And Jesus said, I'm so sorry, babe. Haven't forgiven myself for putting you in danger. This is him talking to his wife. I've been uneasy and sad about it. It was not intentional. Now, she says it was not intentional. It was an accident. But we do need to be more careful, especially when we're drinking, babe. I don't think you know your strength when you drink. Anyway, some pictures, some photos. It looks swollen. And how open was your foot? Now, this is an iMessage. It looks like it might have needed stitches, but it is healing. Stop using the peroxide. Get these two products. It's got to be hard as telling him to do that, right? Because he was wounded too. Have you had any other issues since, like headaches, loss of memory, or seizure? Loss of memory? Jesus Christ. That's definitely his foot from the accident. That looks terrible. Anyway, let me take that off the screen before they start flagging us for skin open. Y'all stay out of black men and their exotic white women preferences business. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's that. I'm just reading some of the stuff online so far. I'll tell you what I feel about this in a second. This is the Shade Room reporting this. Okay. The Shade Room is reporting it as well. Let's see. Hit that like button. Let me put that on the screen so you guys coming. Help me. Okay, more information surrounding the divorce between Jeannie Mai and the Shade Room uncover a history of domestic violence. Okay, so the court documents obtained by the Shade Room uncover a history of domestic violence and child neglect allegedly at the hands of Jeezy. There were claims of 3 to 4 incidents of physical abuse against Jeannie, which included, I'm reporting, okay? But this is what happens when you end up in those court system. Remember, he tried to like, no, we're just gonna go. He tried to kind of manipulate the situation into no contest. We have a prenup. Let's just call it a day and keep it moving. And probably enough people were like, yeah, it's okay for people to go their separate ways amicably. And I keep telling you, if you don't know what you're doing, you end up in those divorce courts. You will drag yourselves. It's just the way, because somebody's going to feel like they were cheated. There's always someone, right? It could be the man, it could be the woman, and they will drag it. And by the time you tell 1 or 2 stories to the lawyer will help you drag it, because the longer it is, the more money they get to make. Okay? So the best thing is to not end up in divorce court. If you do end up in divorce court, you need to be well prepared. All right. Part of the things that I do coach people through is how to conduct yourself in divorce courts. Okay, and I've done that successfully a couple of times. Because if you go there with your emotional, yes, you will basically self-sabotage. Not because it's your fault. It's just natural human behavior. If you feel cheated, if you feel like something is not fair, right? And I've had lawyers refer people to me, say, go and see this guy before you come to the court, because the way you are behaving, you're going to mess all of this up for us. Okay, so that's another angle you guys may not be privy to. Let's keep going. It's not about who is right or wrong. It's about what's believable. It's about how much evidence you have. You could just explain.
Explain, because no evidence.
Anyway, let's keep going. These incidents of assault were shared at the time with the couple's therapist. Okay, wait. Jeannie, which included one incident at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in San Francisco, California on April 14, 2022. These incidents of assault were shared at the time with the couple's therapist, pastor, and a close friend. Details allege Jeezy choked Jeannie from behind as she was ascending the stairs, and he pushed her down the steps. Okay, this is according to allegedly Jeannie. Okay, the incident caught the attention of the hotel security guard stationed in the lobby. Records show the rapper. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. Records show the rapper proceeded to verbally assault Jeannie, calling her a funky bitch. Jesus Christ. Oh no, a funking. I didn't want to pronounce the other word. Now let's just say a fucking bitch. That's what they said. And repeating, I can do so much better than you. Security intervened and provided Jeannie protection after she repeatedly stated she felt unsafe. You felt unsafe. She liked dark meat on the side. Don't forget about that. She's made it the main course. Is that course or course? Course. Other incidents detail verbal and physical abuse at the UNCF 39th annual Atlanta Mayor's masked ball, and in Miami while the couple talked in a parked car on January 18, 2022, just weeks after Jeannie had given birth. Detailed summary of events are available on our website. I'm not going to get into that. I think we have just a picture. Lord. You see how it was painted like it was all... It's never that. It's never that. If a person is leaving the marriage, there's a reason. Some things have happened. Okay? Somebody has collected shaggy.
Sorry, yo.
Yep. Mario says she wanted a bad boy and chose gang. Congratulations. Hey, this is the reality. This is what's going on. Concerns of 2-year-old Monaco's safety are discussed in one of the motions. The minor child was vacated from the Atlanta, Georgia residence in October 2023 after the child found the father's Louis Vuitton bag on the dining room floor carrying an AK-47. Days later, the same gun was found again lying on the floor of a bedroom that the minor child could easily access. Not good. Not good. All right, this is not looking good. I've seen some reports online saying this is cap, blah, 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 but these reports are not looking good. It's about what it looks like. That's the reality, gentlemen. That's the reality. Is that fair? Listen, welcome to the real world. There's only so much information we can make. That's why you have to make sure that you present accordingly. You don't run your mouth anyhow online because you just want to tell the truth. That's why we tell you social intelligence matters. Optics matter. Okay? Keep telling you this is not about right and wrong. This is about what it looks like in the grand scheme of things. I hope you're paying attention. Okay, we don't know what happened there. We don't know. We just know what it looks like right now, and this is not looking good. Not looking good at all. How love turns to hate in a split second beats me. Yep, that's what happens when you don't know what you're doing. Okay, That includes you, that you're attracting that situation. It's not enough that you say, well, I wasn't the one perpetrating violence, bros. It's either you perpetrated or you attracted it, and those are the things that matter in the grand scheme of things. If you're looking for people to help you hold the person who is violent accountable, there are other platforms for that. All I can tell you is that person is wrong. But if you want me to drill it and drill it and drill it and drill it when you still don't believe yourself anyway, this is not the platform. What I can tell you is that don't put yourself in certain situations. Check yourself. Why do you keep attracting such certain situations? Why do you keep attracting certain situations? So this person said, you can see that here on Shade Room, a lot of people already believe in Jeannie. She got him saved as cheesy. Jesus Christ. Jeezy is cooked, baked, fried. Baby is done. Not looking good. He tried to escape as soon as he can, but it's too late. He's gonna have to be dragged through this water. Full blown on everything. Oh, it's gonna be rough. And that's sad, because that's another person or two people that really wanted to make family work, and it is what it is now. She getting beat up, and y'all focused on her skin color is crazy. You know, people only operate from the part of their brain that works. Let's not get that twisted. That's undefeated, especially on social media. Victim blaming is real. Jeannie clearly loved and respected her marriage enough to try to walk through the abuse. As stated, she reported everything to their therapist and pastor. Who else was she supposed to report to? Not y'all on social media. So I haven't seen those comments. I guess some people are already going mad. Your comments are disgusting and weird. Well, this is Shade Room. They tend to think to one side too, so not so soon. Let's see. Did everyone read he abused her at Reed's in front of security? I read that. We're just gonna glance over that. Okay, shake my head. He filed divorce to make him look innocent. That's what it looks like to me. That's what I kept saying. Like, he tried to run as fast as humanly possible. Like, this is looking bad. It was too late. The receipts were loaded. Now, he brought some receipts to say, hey, this was just a golf cart accident and stuff like that. But again, I don't know. Oh, man. This is what it means when they say you go explain.
You go explain, because no evidence.
No evidence. In the court of law, it's not about you're stating the truth. It's about what evidence do you have. Okay. Lord, your favorite rapper can abuse a woman and somehow she's the problem. Abuse of any kind. See, we're in the era right now that we're starting to kind of pay attention to how women can be abusive too. And that's not the answer. We can't just flip to the other side. That's always a bad idea. It's a case by case by case by case by case. We're going to have to just wait and see how this plays out. Okay? He provided some receipts too. I don't know. She provided receipts. I don't know. The only thing I know right now is these people have gone into a marriage and they did not know what they were doing. They're not special. We all do that, okay? But when it was time for them to say, okay, we're married, we still don't know shit about how this works. We need to stay engaged with a coach, a counselor, a therapist, some kind of support system while we're walking through our first year, second year. That is non-negotiable, and like henceforth, it's not negotiable. Okay, it's not enough that you went through premarital counseling. You need to more. Once you enter that marriage, on day one, within the first week, you need to report to your support system. That's the only way forward. Because people are enlightened. You don't get to get away with emotionally blackmailing anybody. You don't get to get away with, oh, she was, no, there's no, that's all that story. Listen. There's no way around it anymore. You see how fast divorces are happening? 2 years, 6 months, it's a wrap. Somebody's trying to run away from their problems. No, that's your shadow. It follows you everywhere you go. Somebody said DV is DV. I don't care if the man is black, white, green, or purple. So they're going to say, hey, he's going to pull down a black man. That's what some people are going to say. Guess what? Guess what, though?
You go explain, because no evidence.
No evidence. In the grand scheme of things, it's not going to matter. Welcome, Chidima. How you doing? Mara says she wanted a bad boy. She submitted photos of him carrying AK-47 and other guns in the homes. That's scary. But you know, some people might say it's Georgia. It's the norm. She knew this before. It's the courts that will decide if this was truly scary or not. I'm sure somebody's going to come out of Texas and say, no, but she knew that it was the norm. It's kind of like leaving shoes around. I don't think so. But somebody's going to say something that's stupid, right? It's honestly terrible how y'all do women in general, no matter race and ethnicity. Okay, I'm seeing only comments of people saying men were dragged initially, women were dragged initially. The people saying, but she stayed, but she still wanted the marriage after all this, have never been married. Yes, that's true, because it's vested interest, and it's not easy to just escape and leave. All we can do is encourage people when they're in harm's way. We can encourage them to protect themselves. That's all we can do. You cannot judge them. No one should ever stay through physical, verbal, emotional abuse. That does not mean that people are dumb, wrong, lying, or deserve what they get if they do. There's a lot more that goes into that emotionally. You know, of course, people that have never been through that will judge them. Trying to make sense of someone's forgiveness, psychological state, childhood trauma, attachment style, hopefulness, healing, etc. is a type of judgment. Absolutely. I will be careful of. Absolutely. Yep. I agree with that person. What you wouldn't do or what you actually do, if God forbid you're ever in her situation, may not align the way you think. I agree with that. It's sad. That's the ultimate in all of this. It's sad. Let me see what the other post was saying in terms of comments. Mara said, AK by your bed, no be joke. She said she was paranoid. He is an alleged gang member. He is not Snowman for nothing. Snowman has something to do with this album, right? This music. I never followed him like that. I'm only paying attention to him right now because of marriage and relationship trendy stories. All right. Oh, let's see. Amrico Law said, glad he kept the receipts. Okay, so this person is on the side of... So this is on Jasmine Brand, or maybe just much earlier. We need our sisters when we at our lowest. Jeezy said that. Y'all have it. Y'all have it, sisters. I'm sitting this one out. That's messed up. You don't want to mock them in this stage. No, it's not necessary. So why didn't she want the divorce if she was being abused? That's a stupid question. That's a very we can't tolerate this kind of questions anymore. We have to call it stupid so we can awaken your attention. That's a very stupid question always. You all need to stop defending color and start looking at character. They're gonna learn the lesson one way or the other, the hard way, like Very Dark Man would say. This is prime example of her wanting him for a good time and not a long time. This is the most Jeezy being in the blogs behind this woman. see? Black women supporting black men. Don't say they don't support you. They are supporting you now, black men. This relationships be a mess behind closed door. Set your own couple goals. That's stupid. You can't say that. You can't afford to say that anymore. Set your own couple goals because it doesn't seem like anyone have it together. No, we can't say that, okay? You don't get to set your own driving goals on the road. You're given a standard. You have to pass a test before you get on those roads because it's not as simple as that. You hurt other people when you're hurt in the midst of hurting yourself. No, so we're not going to let you set your own couple goals. What I mean is not necessarily couple goals. What I mean is that we need to kind of be teaching some kind of curriculum on what makes marriages that last long last. Okay? When you speak to 10 of them, you will tend to see certain correlation, not necessarily from their mouth. If they do study and they actually do the alignment, that's what I'm saying, doing the assessment. Not just because some people are in long marriage, they run their mouths. It's like, don't talk. You're not making, because they're in the situation, they're not necessarily teachers of the issue, right? So there's a lot that goes into that. But no, we're not just going to have people setting their own standards. That's terrible advice. I don't think you know your own strength when you drink. What that mean? Yeah, I don't know. Our ex-husband Freddie tried to tell ya. He chose her. Yeah, that's and okay, and that sometimes I would say, hey, you're in that situation because you're in that situation, but I'm saying that from a certain reference point, right? As in, don't just sit down there and be pointing fingers. That's not gonna help you, okay? But he chose her to shame, blame, and judge. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I find it fascinating that no matter how poorly black women are treated by black men, when a black man they don't know is in a relationship with a non-black woman, a lot of black women will blindly take a side, even though they know how the same group of men treat them. It's given programmed, conditioned sheep behavior. Okay, let me just say this once and for all. This issue we're looking at in front of us has nothing to do with race. Okay? Get it together. It has nothing to do with race. This happens when people married people from the next street over with the same color, same great grandfather. You're deceiving yourselves. These issues are everywhere. They're everywhere. Why do we do this to ourselves? I guess we don't know any better. But these issues are everywhere.
Stop the cap.
Okay. Black women, this is not your fight. It shouldn't be any type of anybody's fight. This is their fight. They're gonna have to walk through this. She's not getting away with anything. Someone say, how tragic. What's for dinner? Terrible. They're thinking that grass is greener, when in fact it ain't nothing but as now. Message for the passport bros, real quick. Okay? For the passport bros. Jeezy never claimed it was passport bros, not that I've seen, okay? But a lot of people alluded to, he went and found a snow bunny over. Again, the issues are everywhere. If you don't know what you're doing, the same message. There's pressure everywhere.
Everything I do, pressure to what?
There's pressure everywhere, okay? But let me leave that alone. Do me a favor. Okay, for those of you that just came in, hit that like button, share, subscribe. We're just getting started. I do have a fantastic show for you lined up today. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Let's ping everybody else into the room. Okay? But check this out. If you feel like you've gotten some value from me covering this story, just check this next segment out. I'll be back.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.